Welcome to Looking at Legal Stuff. In today's hearing, Grandma is seeking a TPO against the mother of one of her son's children. She claims every time Mom is angry with Dad, she takes it out on the whole family, and Grandma says she fears for her safety. What does the judge think of this baby mama drama? Let's find out.
All right, I got one more Miss Free on position 3 at 12:30, and before you know it, it's 2 o'clock to be here. All right, Asbury and Ector. Take yourselves off mute, please. Both of you raise your right hands. Do you swear affirm testimony you're about to give is the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, Tony.
Miss Asbury, you have any witnesses or just you?
It's just me.
What about you, Miss Ector?
No, ma'am.
All right, go ahead, Miss. You still want to go for it, Miss Asbury?
Yes, I do.
All right, go ahead. Start from the most recent event, please. Please. Stay
Okay.
focused.
The most recent event was September the 11th. But we've been going through this for a year and a half, but the most recent event was September the 11th. My neighbor, I work all the time, Your Honor. And I also do community. I have a nonprofit, so I'm out in the community all the time. But my neighbors kind of look out for me because they kind of know what's going on. And they called me and said that it was an altercation going on at my home down at 25. I went down like I always do to try to escalate the situation. And Miss Ector, we call her Drill. She's always coming to our property, and I have a property right up the street. Which my son stays in the over there. She has a child by my son, and she since she had the baby, she just out of control. I wish both of them would go to family counsel to, try to find out how to coexist with the child. But Miss Ector, she'll get mad with my son and she takes it out on the whole family where she makes threats towards me. Every time I try to de-escalate the situation, it's always a threat toward me. The threats are toward the neighbors. This neighborhood is mostly older people live in the neighborhood, and it's just like, right now it's just becoming an embarrassment. The threats are coming out of control. I don't take it lightly because I had a sister who passed for domestic violence. So I even tried to talk to her and say, look, this is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. The last thing before that, defects was called on her because she tries to just make my son do things with the kid, even though he tried his best to do what he needs to do. She go sit the child on the pudge and somebody and leave, and don't even know if my son there or not. She might see the car, but she don't know if my son there or not. She'll sit the child on the pudge. So somebody called defects on her. So I guess she thought it was me called defects. So she sent a threatening message, and I can read it. She said, "Not you trying to get caught a tuck from me. Watch what I tell you. Watch your back, cause it's up for your ass." Then she showed up at my house. I called the police. I have police reports on all of this. She showed up at my house, and then and that was before September 11th. It's kind of like going back. September the 11th, when I went down trying to de-escalate the situation, she left the baby, but she came back on September 12th with the police saying we just took the baby. But she said on September 11th, because the baby was out there in the car while she doing all this, I went and got the baby because the baby was crying. She was like, okay, F it, y'all just keep the baby. Okay, I know she wasn't telling the truth, but of course the baby need to be seen by. So I took the baby and, when they got the baby pampers and milk or whatever, and just, make sure the baby was comfortable. But she came back with the police the next day. The next day, which was September 12th, things really escalated out of control. And we was trying, I showed the police TPO, and while the police was reading the TPO, she said something about, that's why your sister died. She was making reference to my dead sister and everything. I turned around to walk toward her. The police, then she told the police I hit her, but I did not hit her.
Okay, you're right.
So Miss Asbury, let me ask you, so you are the grandmother of the baby between her and your son?
Yes, I have nothing to do with it, but she takes it out every time she get mad at my son. She takes it out on the whole family, and that's what I'm tired of.
Does your son live with you?
No.
He lives in my house. And
Miss Ector.
Okay. Right, you're right. I'm sorry.
Right. So, Miss Asbury, does he live with you?
No, he lives down the street in my home at 25 9. I let both my son live in my home at 25.
All right. Does he come to your house a lot?
Yeah, he does.
All right.
And I go to 25/9 because he have other kids, so I help out with my other grandkids while my other grandkids were there. So I'm at both houses at all times.
All right. So your position is when she gets mad at him or whatever, she uses you as a grandma and a babysitter when she wants to. When she gets mad at him or gets mad at you, she comes over there, acts out, and you feel in fear for your safety.
Yes, because she's very, yes, she, to me, I don't want to say she's mentally, because I can't diagnose that, but something is wrong, Your Honor.
All right, I got you. Miss Hector, I'll hear from you. Stay on point, Miss Hector.
Right. I'm gonna stay on point.
Go ahead.
Okay, so ever since I had my child, before Terrence, before we started going back and forth, it was no back and forth until his mom got involved. His mom started telling the baby father that we had to be married for him to help me. This man was staying in my house, and she told him he couldn't help me, and I was on my 6 weeks, couldn't work, couldn't do nothing. She was telling him, don't help me with my child. It started being a problem when he started like not helping me. I'm asking him like, just help me. I got everything that I need. Just help me. Just watch my child. That's it. I don't ask this man for no money, no nothing. Just watch my child. Anytime me and Terrence get into it, I come to his house. And whenever we get into it, she comes down there and she calls the police. This man has literally brutally, he abused me and all, and they sit and watch him abuse me. And every time we have an altercation, she calls the police. She come down there. She involves herself. Terrence don't call the police. She calls the police. She don't help with my child. She tell him, don't get my child.
All right. She mentioned other stuff. You coming over to where she lives and all that, and putting her in fear for her safety. What about that?
Came where she lives. She comes where I am. She comes to his house.
Well, his house is actually her house. It belongs to her.
It doesn't matter if I'm not coming to you. Why are you coming to me?
Do you live in her house?
I have a child with her son, so it don't have nothing to do with her. Why are you in our business?
Live in her house.
No, he pays rent to her. So, and he come to my house all the time. So what? We have a child together. You can't make me stop bringing my child to him. And she also put her hands on me. She took my child, and when I came back to get my child, they didn't want to give me my child. So yes, I came with the police officer, and when we was talking to the police officer, she was talking mess, and I talked mess back to her. All I said was, you are raising an abusive man, and you're expecting me to feel sorry for you because your sister died. You're raising your son to be abusive. I have scars. I have pictures of this man brutally, like literally, dragging me on the concrete down the hill. This man is bigger than me. I can't. Like, I don't have nobody on my side. That's crazy. Hold on right quick. This is my bad. I'm on the phone with the court with your mom. That's what I'm doing. Okay, and I'm on court with your mama. You want to explain to her?
Anything else, Ms. Hector?
Yes. It's a lot. It's just a lot. It's just she always involving herself. She also put her hands on me while I was sitting in the car, didn't do anything to her. Like I was saying, I told her I wasn't saying, oh, that's why your sister is dead. I was making
all right.
And she put her hands on me though. That's what I'm saying.
You don't have a counterclaim. Nothing I can do about that. Anything else, Ms. Asbury?
Yes, Your Honor. When she's saying that I never tell my child, that's my grandchild. Why would I tell my child not to take care of his baby?
Anything else that's relevant?
No, ma'am.
All right, both of you put your emails in the chat. I'm gonna put this in place for 12 months.
That's fine. I don't gotta be around her. Don't want to be around her.
Put your email in the chat, Ms. Hector.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, then y'all can both go ahead and leave.
Thank you.